Okay, I figured I'd shoot a video and show you guys what I've been doing with the multi-monitor setup and how I'm trying to get it working with the vpin machine. Using a Kepler video card, a Kepler based video card from NVIDIA, you can put 4 monitors on one video card, which is pretty cool because it gives us a lot of different options. Trying to get all of the pinball games and hyperpin to work with the 4 monitors, that has been a different story. Buggy and not designed to do it, so it's been a bit of a challenge getting them to work together, but as you can see, we've got something going. What I've done here is I've used a hack to enable Dream Scene from Vista back into Windows 7. And then I found this cool sort of fractal fly-through video, which I put looping in the background. So if ever a monitor isn't being used, at least something visually interesting is going on. And that kind of helps when you're flicking between different front ends and different programs that use the screens in different ways. At least it doesn't look like dead space on the cabinet. So I got Hyperpin going here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to launch a visual pinball table that I've already got set up. I think I set up Twilight Zone, so we'll go in and we'll launch that. Now the interesting piece here is what's going to go on the DMD monitor and also on the monitors at the side. That monitor on the side represents the signal that's going to be sent to the projectors that are going to light up the side of the cabinet. So as you can see here on the DMD monitor, we've got our DMD being shown, but also we've got the video still showing through on the part of the monitor that isn't being used by the DMD. And this kind of gives us a pretty cool effect. So we've got this nice animation, you've got your DMD going, and the idea here on the actual machine is to physically split up this screen using the playfield and then the glass for the playfield. So the glass for the playfield is going to come and hit right at the bottom here where the DMD ends, and then the actual playfield itself here is going to meet with the bottom of the screen. So that gives us this nice few inches of depth that's going to be animated under the glass but above the playfield. So it's going to give some depth, but it's going to give us this nice sort of visual interest going on back there. And then the glass is going to give us that physical break between the DMD and what's going on under it. Then of course that same image is being sent to the projectors on the side of the box. So while you're playing the game, you're going to have this live DMD all the way down the side of the cabinet, and then below that you've got something again visually interesting going on. Obviously you can change that video out, do all kinds of interesting things with it too. No reason why you couldn't actually render a video that had some static speakers and a bezel in the top of the video, and then you could house this DMD within that image as well. So it would be more like this sort of traditional setup where you put the live DMD over the top of the static image of the speakers and the bezel. Okay, so I'm just going to exit out of this, and if I can remember how to do it properly. Go back to just the standard Hyperpin screen. I'm having some focus issues, I've noticed, so apparently that's pretty common. Let's exit out of Hyperpin and then go to, I've got Future Pinball in the background here. I haven't got Hyperpin launching it yet. This looks pretty cool when the video is going on all the screens. Pretty crazy looking. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to launch this table that I've got going in Future Pinball, and you can see how. Okay, so I've got my Addams Family Slam Tilt mod, which I love. I love what he's done with this game. All the sound effects and everything are cool. But again, back here you can see that the future pinball backglass and DMD screen are coming quite far down the second screen. So again, it's rendering the DMD and the framing and the speakers and everything there, backglass on the top. So again, we'll be able to pull off the same effect where the DMD takes up a certain chunk of the screen down to the glass, and then below the glass we've got our animated rendering going on at the end of the playfield. And of course the same thing is happening over on the projectors. What might be kind of cool is I have got my Cree LEDs, my RGB LEDs for flashing. I also have some strobes. So in this area here, again, that sits behind the playfield, it might be kind of cool to put like a clear acrylic across there, and then mount the LEDs across the acrylic so that they're sitting in front of this animated back area, but also, you know, they can do their flashing and strobing. So I think visually that might look pretty badass too. And of course we can do the same kind of thing with MAME. Have the main game going on the playfield at the bottom there, the marquee sitting where the DMD and the speakers are sitting on that screen, and then of course we've still got that nice kind of cool animation going under there as well. So I had lots of cool and interesting things. Still a few bugs to work out, but overall I think that it's really coming together now, and visually it's going to have a lot of punch when I finally get all these things working in harmony.